Hi, TJ McLaughlin here with wisdom. So, I've been talking about new ways of doing things, different ways of doing things, different societal functions. Well, same function, but different way of providing for a social system, different organization, whole different organization. It's revolutionary. It's new, it's revolutionary, and it's not something that can easily relate to. So involved, you think this is the only way. This is what we're used to. You think of that speech in Hamlet about to be or not to be, where he says we'd rather suffer the ills of what we have than try something new which we don't know. Something that we might work or might not. We might like it. We might. I don't know how anyone can like what's going on now in this society. So anyway, we have to. I talked about in another video. I talked about circulation of money. How it's from the top down, trickles down from the top, and then wealthy and powerful they get taken care of on the top. The pyramid, like 1% of the 1% of the people of the world control 90% of the wealth and power. So things need to change. I don't see how anybody cannot believe that things need to change drastically. So the economy, the whole social body, the things are created from the microcosm to the macrocosm. So small little things that create the big things. And what do you build a house, a brick out of bricks? And it's like bricks, little bricks. The bricks, the microcosm makes up the whole house, the whole building. And everything's like that. Our bodies, our cells, are all little cells. Our body starts out as one cell, and then multiply and divide and multiply, and creates the organs of the body, and so the microcosm creates the macrocosm. And the universe, the whole universe, microcosms create the macrocosm. The quantum world creates the whole universe. The quantum particles create the whole universe. So that's the nature thing. That's the natural way. That's the best way. That's the way that works. Microcosm creates the macrocosm, forms the macrocosm, and pretty much controls the macrocosm. I think a society should be controlled by the microcosm, by individuals, by localities. So we have the money. So it's all about money. So money, the circulation of money begins, right now it begins at the top and kind of trickles down. So if we had the money circulating from the ground up, from the localities, goes into the localities, takes care of all the localities, localities are taken care of. It's the foundation of the society, of the social body, all the foundations taken care of. And then I have a great society. So you won't have any poverty. And you have economic and social justice for everyone. Economic justice. You have to have economic justice in order to have social justice. It wouldn't be dependent on government. You wouldn't be dependent on somebody in government who's going to provide for you. They're going to take care of you, the government. In exchange for your liberty and your freedom and your rights, we're going to take care of you. So I think that would be the better way. Forming a society, creating a society from the ground up, from the microcosms, from the localities. So that's how the money to circulate the money from the localities. That's how that would work. Now you'd have to have a whole new banking system in order to do that. The banking system today is not part. It's not really part of the economy. It's a predator on the economy, and so the money goes into the localities and has one purpose. The money has one purpose. That is to energize the work that needs to be done to form a viable, functioning society, social body, where everything works. So every community, there would be banks, there would be a banking system, but it would not be made up of commercial banks. It would be just one overall banking system, not government run. The government had nothing to do with the banking system. Banking system is there to serve the economy. Banking system is to provide a vigorous, healthy economy. So the money goes in to each locality. And a bank is not owned by any individual. The banks are just there. They exist for the society, for the social body. They're not government run. You have private individuals, working in the bank, running the bank. You have a president of the bank. But they wouldn't own the bank. They'd be working for you and me. And they would. So you have these banks. You might have one bank, depending on the size of the locality, you might have just one bank. Or if it's a bigger town, village, whatever, you might have 2 banks or 3 banks or whatever. But every bank is the same bank. There's no difference between the bank buildings. They're all the same bank. So these banks would. So in each locality, the bank would be the center, and people would gather to decide. People from the private sector, people from the public sector, and just all the people. They would decide what to invest, how to invest the money in this town, in private enterprise and in public works. Decide, where does the money go? Invests in businesses and companies and individuals and in the public sector, and you decide what can be provided for by private sector and what needs to be provided for by the public sector, like fire, police, parks department, whatever you decide, whatever is decided for that particular locality. So you have the money there, and create the businesses, companies, people work, and that's basically how it would all work. And then these local banks would be part of a county. So localities would be part of a county, and all the little local banks would form the county bank for investments on a county scale, on the scale of a county, whatever that might be. The county banks would form state banks, and the state banks would form perhaps regional banks, and regional banks would form the national bank. And that's pretty much how that would work. It's probably difficult to imagine how this could really work, but there's no reason why it can't work. There's no reason why it shouldn't work. It could work. You just eliminate all the rigmarole of, there would be no taxes. There would be no taxes. The government would not be taxing us. The government would, they wouldn't be collecting taxes and redistributing them, politically for their political advantage. The system now is decrepit. The system we are subject to now are just, it's just decrepit. And we need something revolutionary, something new, revolutionary. And we'll be talking more about this in subsequent videos. Thank you for tuning in.